I love this. This is so hot. But no, I like this vibe. This is bad. I could see late 90s, early 2000s Eve rocking something like this. You know, with her shaved head, blonde hair. Look at that. Hold on, hold on. Here you guys zoom in. And I use the Juvia's Place, the Grays palette. First time ever using this palette. I saw it and knew I wanted to do something with it. And never did. I've had it for like way too long. And I did use the Morphe palette, Old Faithful, 35K. And I used this color only because I didn't have like a cool tone bluish gray to help blend here and a little bit under there. And for the lip, oh wait, I use gemstones from Amazon. They actually, I mean, Shein is where I got these. They were like $1 and some change actually. And just little cute little gemstones, and I glued them on with eyelash glue. And the lip is actually a gel from the RCMA makeup palette. But you can use any gel liner that you want, or if you have a black lipstick. I have one, couldn't find it, so we improvise, right? That's what we do. I'm gonna shut up so we can get into this look. So if you want to see the unedited version where I'm listening to videos and I'm jamming and all that stuff, subscribe to enjoy my either YouTube, Patreon, whichever one is listed in the underneath a bar if you want to see that, so that you know, it's like you're doing your makeup with me. Stay tuned. We're getting right into it with this RCMA Vincent Kale palette, the BKKJB. It's a palette where you can make your own concealer and foundation, and I'm taking the white palette. They have plenty like these on the market now. If you're a makeup artist, get your kit, get it for your kit. Putting it all over my eye just to mute my eye out so that those colors can really pop. When I'm doing a dramatic look like this, I like to take the time to carve out my look. And I like to blur out the edges of the white base or whatever color I'm using. That way it can blend even better. I'm setting that with the RCMA, the original no color translucent powder. I love this stuff. Get it, buy it. Don't let it get into your nose. Please don't. Taking that on a fluffy brush, tapping off the excess. Tap, 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 tap. You don't want to breathe this stuff in at all. So when I set it, I literally, you can see it starting to crease already. So I'm going to take my finger and just blend that out a little. I like to tap it just to press that powder into the color. Taking the Rebel Grays by Juvia's Place, their eyeshadow palette. Oh, so 2000s. The first color that I'm going to take is that pretty chrome on that eyeshadow C brush by e.l.f. Just packing that on that brush. I've never used this, so I'm really tapping to make sure that it's packed into my brush. And then tapping off the excess. And I'm taking my time placing that on the inner corner. I like to think that when you take your time putting on your makeup and you're not slapping it on your face, it really does prevent fallout. I'm taking that to the middle part of my eyelid, just so that those colors can blend. And you can't really see it on screen because my light was too bright. Taking that darker gray color on the fluffy brush. And at this point, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my makeup look. I just knew I wanted silver, gray, and a lot of sparkle. Just tapping that on the outer third of our eye just to place it first, and then I'm going to blend it. So tap, tap, tap to place, and then I'm taking the edge of the brush to lightly blend it. Because if you take the full brush, sometimes it can get a little out of control. So just taking that little edge of that brush to blend the edges. And we're blending that into a little into that color that we put on the middle part of our lid, so that it can transition beautifully. On an angle eyeshadow brush, I got this from Amazon. There's nothing on it. I'm just going to blend that out. Blend out those edges. And on the outside, it could just be just perfectly smoky. I'm listening to music here. Taking the Sahara by Juvia's Place palette, you can tell I've used this. I've hit pan. That black shade, love it. On an angled fluffy brush. I'm getting it on the edge, right on the tip of the brush. Just the tip. That's what she said. And I'm placing it on the outer V of my eye to darken and deepen that gray. I only wanted a little bit. And going back, I decided I wanted a little bit more darker. And then we're blending it into that transition there. And we're taking our time to blend it. I'm seeing how it looks. Going back with that pretty chrome color just to add more sparkle where we blended it out. It will make you want to go back and forth. Taking that plain brush, angle brush, and blending those colors together so that they can be married. And going back with a little more black, I wanted a little more drama. More drama. We always want more drama. Yep, there, see, joy. That's pure joy right there. That's what I was gonna do. We're very cute, very demure, and I was like, no, up it, up the drama, and going back with that same silver color so that we can transition those two colors. We can marry them so they could kiss. To marry them all together, and now they're a family. Now, what else do I want to do? I'm trying to decide. Taking that thick, that's a thick, chunky brush. I call that big fluff.
The older I get, the more hair I grow. I'm over here by my radiator, so the vent is open, and the hairs on my legs being brushed. I keep smacking the mess out of my legs because I think it's something crawling on it. Oh my god! Like I had long hair as a child on my legs and on my arms, but it was sparse. It's getting thicker the older I get. So now it's like, what the hell is that? Nothing. It was the wind. That's all. Okay, back to the tutorial. Oh yeah, I like that. I'm just lightly smoking it upwards, just a little bit, because I wanted to blend upwards a little bit more. But this brush is clean. Yeah, just smoking it here. And there we go. Oh yeah, I like that. And you want to put the least amount of pressure, just lightly, like you're trying to tickle somebody, just really light. It took me the longest time to realize that because I never had a YouTuber or a makeup artist explain that to me. I had to learn it myself. So when you're blending and you don't want to completely wipe it off, what you want to do is lightly, just look, barely touching it. And if it tickles too much, then apply a little bit more pressure, but just barely. And you can go faster than that, but I'm just showing, just barely, and moving it upwards. That I'm playing with my finger. Y'all see how dry my skin is? It was like we didn't until you pointed it out, but you know. Because I'm going for that early 2000s look that I used to want to do as a kid and couldn't. Wait, what brush am I going to use? I'll use this fluffy brush. And I'm going with this really, really icy silver. I've never, ever, ever done silver, so this is my very first silver look. Oh, I like that. I feel like one of the bad guys, or one of the bad guys in like a vampire movie, but like a really corny 2000s vampire movie. Oh, I actually like that. And just blend that darker in with that lighter. I actually really like that. I didn't think I would. Because I didn't know how silver, I don't see too many tutorials doing silver like this on skin tone that's darker than a brown paper bag. So I'm not even that dark, but I didn't know how it would look on me specifically with my undertones. But I actually like that. Okay, let's keep going.
Taking that very pretty chrome color again and right on the inner corner of the eye. You see how that pops? And then just lightly blending those two colors in together. On a pencil brush. Look at it, it's so cute. It's so cute. What I'm doing to the top, I'm doing to the bottom. So I'm going to take that darker gray color for under the eye. I love under eye drama. Taking it directly on the tip. And I'm not going to add that white base. Don't need it. And then we lightly blend. Almost poked myself in the eye. Now I'm checking, going in with that black on that pencil brush. We blend it underneath at first to start because I want more drama. Taking that angle brush, just clean. I'm blending out the edges. We're blending. I love a messy under eye. Is it the Scorpio in me? Possibly. On that angle brush from e.l.f., I love that angle brush. We're going to go in with that gel black color under the eye, and I'm wiping it off to make it flat. And taking that pencil brush, going in with the black.
Jiffy cornbread, plain cornbread.
See, I'm taking that silver and blending it into the black and gray.
Now, I'll say I'm done and then go in and add something else. We'll see.
And add something else I did. I took that very light gray color, put it right up underneath of my eyebrow. Taking the Morphe 35K palette. I wanted a blue tone gray for the blending
Right
color.
up under here to really smoke it. And I know it looks a mess. What are we doing? Trusting the process, honey.
And I'm not doing a cat eye since I'm going for that early 2000s look. There was no cat eye. We literally stopped at the end of the eye. I'm going to wipe that off, just wiping it off, and I'm going to set it with that black. Wiping it off and also making the brush flat for more precision. But yeah, there was no cat eye. Not unless you were an editorial model. We stopped right at the end of our eye. What was life? Taking the strip lash adhesive from Kiss with Aloe, and I'm putting on my lash. Just a cute lash. It's going to be demure. I like to wiggle the lashes to give it a shape. And then we're going to let that dry, and then I put it on. Hey girl, we're watching you. You know what you're doing.
Okay, so I'm always doing something extra. And this extra I like. Look. This lighting doesn't even do it justice. Like the camera work. This shit is gorgeous. I don't know why it took me so long to dabble in silver makeup, silver eyeshadow. I was intimidated, but there's no reason for me to be intimidated. Now this is just taking the same, hold on real quick. This is just taking the same Juvia's Place palette with the grays. And I use this color for under my eyebrow. I just love how it looks. This color for inner right here. When it's done, I just had to stop to show you when it's done. I had to stop to show you what it looked like with just the brow. I actually like that. It looks better in person because I only have my ring light. I need to set up my other lighting, but I only have my ring light, so you can't fully get the impact. And this in the corner crease, the outer crease, I mean, with a little bit of black just to smoke it out. Like, look. And then I have some jewels. There's no actual piercing, but I have some jewels that are glued on with, I'll show you on the other side with this and with the eyebrow. I really like how that eyebrow look. I took this gray from the 35K palette from Morphe and blended that right there. Right there. Just like that, right here. Because I didn't want that silver to go all the way down. And then I did this over here too, just to smoke that out. I really like that. I didn't want that silvery all the way over because I was kind of going for an early 2000s look. And I say kinda because only the, you know, editorial style makeup was this bold usually, but I like that. I would wear this out. Now I would probably do my hair Probably like really, I will let it grow out a little bit longer because I just cut it a week ago. I just cut my hair a week ago, so it's starting to grow in. I would probably grow it out a little bit more and wear it like this because my hair is like a really dark brown. Or I would go silver if I wanted to go alien because I feel like it would make it like it would pop even more. Let's continue. Let me do my liner and the under eye and I'll come back and I'll do the studs on the face and show you how I blended my under eye with the blush that I chose. I'll be back.
So I'm showing you exactly how I lay those studs. And I did the big old glop, but that's okay. Taking the tiniest bit, just a little bit. And we're going through and marking our spaces. I did space it out wrong, but you know, it's not that serious. You see the squeeze out just a little tiny bit. And you want to take that dot and place it exactly where you want to, which I definitely did not. And then you want to let it dry just a little tiny bit, just enough to get your stones. That's it.
I think this eyebrow I made longer than this eyebrow. So there's 12 on this side, it's going to be 10 on this side. And I take this little rhinestone. Oh, where'd it go? Now, if you have it was on my hand. If you have they have these little white pencils that's chalk or something on the end of it, and you could just use it like a color pencil to just pick it up and then place it. Or you could use tweezers. I can't find my tweezers. So I'm going to use my finger. Take my finger, you can lick it, you can put like some Vaseline, hair grease on the edge of it, like right on your finger to make it a little sticky. And you just make sure the flat part, make sure it's upside down. I'm going to use a mirror for this. And you put on the glue and you let it dry. You don't have to do all of them like I did. You can do one or two at a time if it's going to take you a little while. Now this one is going to take a little longer to dry because that's a big glob. So I'm going to start on the edge because I didn't put as much. And you're just going to stick it right there. And this dries clear, so you won't have a problem with the color. And I'm using a mirror. Boop. Yeah, I think I spaced them out a little bit further on this side. I could correct it, but I ain't going nowhere. It ain't that serious for me. Oh no, so see, sometimes it'll get stuck right in there. You kind of have to just flip it over and wiggle it back into place. Oh, I skipped one. Now I've done this quite a few times. I've put rhinestones all over my face. So practice and you'll get a better handle on doing this without tweezers. It's like learning how to do eyeliner and learning how to blend. The more you do it, the more you hone in on your own technique of how to do it. Same with lashes. And the easier it gets to do it. Come on, turn over. It wouldn't flip over. Now this one dried down a lot. So I want to get that on there. Where'd you go? Oh, there you go. Yeah, I definitely spaced these out a little too far. But that's okay. Okay, this glove. Oh, that was right on there. Cool, perfect. And as I said, the white around it will dry. So I didn't add any more Vaseline. I still have some on my finger. Oh, okay. Maybe I will be able to fit another one on there because that went right beside it. I wasn't even trying to do that. Okay. So I have an extra one. Kind of wish I could scoot that one over, but it'll make for good conversation on social media. That went right on there. And you can also take the back of your brush or anything really and just lightly tap it to make sure it stays in place. I'm trying to flip. I'm trying to flip this over on my finger because some of them landed right side up. Where'd you go? There we go. I'm gonna use my angled brush for this one because it was so close. There we go. Now we got 2 more. I like doing this. It's kind of like a brain puzzle. Yeah, see. Oh. I could have scooted that closer. I'm gonna put one more. Ow! That hurt. I hit my elbow. And then you're just gonna let that dry for 15 seconds. I actually like it better. I like this look better without the rhinestones, because the way that I did the brows when I blended it, it looked perfect. So I would actually do this without the rhinestones. Damn it. Sometimes it happens, you know? And I have been at this for a while. I would absolutely take these off and fix them, but now I check and see if there's glitter all the way down. I don't care anymore. I like the grungy look where there's glitter in places that it shouldn't be. So I don't care. But I didn't want the gray to be on my face, but it's not. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating for Glow Foundation, whatever the fuck, longwear foundation. Alrighty. I would absolutely wear this out. I love this. It would definitely be a head turner. It's funny, I never concerned myself. I've never been somebody who was worried about what other people gonna think if I wear this out. Baby, if you want to wear it, wear it. If you want that to be the look that you're wearing, wear it. Don't let people that you know or people that you don't know take you out of your creativity. Intimidate you with their words. Their words. Even if they post you on the internet making fun of you, I promise you, because I've been in that situation, I promise you that if you actually look really good, or you look, you know, shameless, you look amazing, you look, you know, like you really enjoy what you were wearing, your audience will find you. People will search for you. People be like, who the hell is that? And what are their socials? And it's so funny. I was watching that toxic ass show, the fact that a woman and her husband created that toxic ass show, that balloon popping bullshit. And there's this woman they attempted to make fun of and shame that had a boatload of piercings on her face. Now, of course, that's my zhizh. That's my jam. My lady jam. Pitch perfect. That's my jam, you know, women and especially black folks, black women with a bunch of piercings. Love it. And I personally don't think she went on there to actually find anybody. I think she may have went on there for, you know, to social media purposes. Now I could be wrong, you know. And so many people on Facebook were trashing her and saying she got mental health issues and all this other bullshit. And I'm like, where that? what's her what's her Instagram page? Like, is nobody gonna post a page? Like, I want to follow this woman because she is freaking stunning. And it's funny because the guy that popped, she asked one of them, one of the guys that came out, he actually was like, I could tell you're a gorgeous girl, but the piercings intimidate me. I said, so it was just the piercings because you're not used to them, but you did find her attractive. I've literally have been told by older people and younger men, that I'm just blending this out a little bit more, that even being out, when they see me with my piercings, because I recently just took them out, they would be like, your piercings really look nice. Like, they fit your face. Like, I could see them staring at me for a second, like trying to make sense of my piercings. And the more they look at me, the more they actually fall in love with my piercings and how they look. And I'm pretty sure that they're not used to seeing that. And so I'm their first interaction in real life with somebody with a lot of piercings on my face and become very intrigued. So you can't be afraid of what people are going to say, because fuck them. I say this again, take a little bit more of that. You can't be afraid of what people are going to say about what you have on, because fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. So what did I do after this? I set my face with that white powder at the beginning. One of the flat sponges. I love me a flat sponge. A puff from the 40s, 50s. My mother had one. These are from Amazon or Shein. You just take that and you want to go in and set. You want to set. Just tapping your face. Oh, I forgot to do my highlight. Flat brush, make it flatter. Like flat, like you could slice a bitch with it. And my favorite palette, the VK KJB palette. I'm taking this color here because in the late 90s, early 2000s, they did not have our foundation shades right. Not even freaking Iman's makeup had our foundation shades right, because baby, I tried to use their makeup when I was younger and it was so red. It was either too yellow or too red. I said, honey child, honey boo, just take the excess here and a little bit more here because I blended over that. And here, I think I'm blending over that too. There we go. Yeah, fuck them. If you like it, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The worst they can do is talk about you. And if they try to do anything else to you, baby, whoop their asses. I'm laughing, but I'm serious. It's never that serious. You look like a weirdo. Okay, and? Yeah, I know. I don't want to look like you heifers. Got a bunch of clones walking around. All of y'all look alike. I don't want to look like y'all. I want to look like me. So since I was going for like a early to late 90s, what is this called? A bling something. The Y2K, well, after the 2000s look. I kept the concealer here because we didn't do the concealer all the way there unless you were going for a specific look. So I just blended that out. Okay. Now we can go and set the face. And the 2000s, 90s look was all about that powder and face. Like the 50s and the 40s, the 30s and the 50s and stuff was all about a set face. If you're wondering how the girlies in the UK make their faces look so good, it's a lot of powder. I powder more than anything because I've always liked that look. Not too matte because my skin is going to naturally dematify. It does it anyway. But it just sets it all in. And this is saying a lot because my skin barrier right now is garbage. Oh my goodness. I went to wash my face the other day and it burned. Your skin is not supposed to burn when you wash it. That's how sensitive my skin is right now. And that's a story for another day. Here we go. Now see, when you doing the grunge under eye or a really messy under eye, hold on, let me take a little bit more of that gray. Blend it down a little further. Now it looks really splotchy when you first do it and really messy unless you're going for that look. You can take your powder and just blend it into your face powder. So you have the gradient effect going underneath of your eye and then you have it blending into your skin, and it just looks amazing. Now this is almost my cheek. That's how low I love it. So, and then you could just, no extra powder. I'm just blending that out. Here we go. Pencil brush, gray. Since I blended it out, there's no gray left. So do you see how dark that looks? If you don't want it that harsh, if you do, that's fine. It's your makeup. But I just take the, a little bit more powder. Where my powder go? Oh, there it is. Now you put some down. Can't find it. And just blend it. You see how it fades? And the dog is outside. That's gonna bother me. Oh, that's gonna bother me. And that white did not dry. I think the white got blended in with my eyeshadow or whatever. For the cheeks, I took Course Dark Renaissance. And I normally would have done these colors, the Sinister Chapel and Morbid Lisa. They gone, so I use a little tiny bit of sculpture on my fluffy brush, and just kept it here. And blended it around. Just a little bit. The dogs are hype. What the hell? For the cheeks, I was actually feeling purple. So I took, also by Glam Goth, the Lily Munster palette. Love, ain't this palette pretty? Ah, so cute. See the kitty? Look at the kitty. And I took Lily. It's the inside of the palette. I took Lily, that purple, and just kept it here. Purple on dark skin or brown skin looks so good. So if you don't think that pink looks good on you, go for purple. It looks so good. Especially depending on your undertones. Now, what you can also do, it would help if I zoomed out, right? Yeah, that would help. Now, what you can also do, for example, if you add too much blush and you're blending and you're blending and you're blending and it still is not enough, you can take your powder puff or even your brush, your fluffy brush, tap, tap, tap in there, right? You can use a transparent, translucent powder or your face powder, and you can go over it. Tap off some of that excess, and you can go over it. And it helps to mute it out. If you just want it to look like it's coming from your skin, you can go over it like that. There. Now, I didn't powder this side, so it looks a lot more dramatic. But yeah, you can go right on the top of it. And sometimes it even helps if you want to add a lot more powder, a lot more blush, but you wanted to mute it out a little bit, but you still wanted to show through, add a good amount of blush, put your face powder over it, and it'll look like your cheeks are naturally purple, like they're naturally rosy. Now, if you're doing all that beating of the face, your nose gonna run, so go catch it. Dad joke, I know. That's the only thing about beating your face. You gotta wait a little while to go out, or else your nose start running. It will be running, and people gonna either think you sick, or you doing something else. Oh shit! I got powder. I really got powder. Oh please. That would be a fire shoot though. If you are into that type of look. Instead of white powder, you could put glitter. I didn't know. Don't do this to children. It's a bad idea. Don't listen to me. It was the gray eyeshadow. I didn't realize it was on my tissue. If you have under eye creases, which I do mostly because my skin is so dry, sometimes the eyeshadow will be creasing. So go like that. Take some white powder and set it. Here we go. Right in the crease. Here we go. My battery about to die. Oh, because I set this side. And you can see the crease itself, but it's not creasing the makeup. This is the size. Focus. Here we go. No. Okay, here we go. That's the size of the gem we're using. I did it where my smile line is, my second one. So you can smile, or if you actually have dimples, put on your dimples. You can put them wherever you want to. You can put them here if you want. I didn't want to go that high this time. Right there. Is that a little low? Hold on. Yeah, it's a little low. Just blend that out. Better. There we go. I don't think, am I doing gems on? Yep, I'm doing gems on this side. I like my face to be a little asymmetrical. A little symmetrical. Oh, I forgot to do my Fenty face powder on this side. Ooh, that almost fell. Now, one thing I like about this glue, you can let it dry and just peel it off. And let's do the other little gems. Little tiny gems. These ones here. Focus. Oh. Okay, you see it. It's too tiny to focus. Oh, that is a big glob. I'm gonna wipe some of that off. Oh, that was perfect. Keep a Q-tip right under my desk. Just gonna go. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Oh, that's why it didn't dry. I think the glob on the other side is on top of the gem. So you want to wipe it off the... Oop. I'll peel that off later. So far, that's the look. I'm gonna change my battery and the memory card, come back, and we doing a lip. We doing a similar lip.
Taking the Laneige, I think it's Laneige mask for my lips. That's been sitting on my lips this whole time. And then I'm going to take, on that same angle brush, take that gel, or you can use a black lip liner, black eyeliner. Lip liner or lipstick. Oh my God, what are words? And I'm taking the brush to outline my lips, and then I'm going to blend it in. So I feel like an artiste. Now you can overline your lips. I do overline my lips now. It adds a little bit more dimension because it doesn't make my lips look too small. And I'm taking the silver, at first the silver eyeshadow, and then I realized I had a silver lipstick. Any beauty supply store, this lipstick was like $2, I think. And I did not know what I was going to use it for. And now I'm going to be wearing it. Look at that. Mama, you blend with your lips. Now, this did take a little while because it was one, never used, and two, cheap, and three, old. But that's why I'm showing this process. Look at that. It just, oh. And then I'm setting the black to blend it into the silver with that black eyeshadow on that same brush. I didn't wipe it off or anything. I'm going to go back and forth with this until I get it exactly how I like it. Then I decided I wanted a gloss, and I call her Big Bertha. That's the gloss from the beauty supply store that costs about $1, probably two now, inflation. And I put that all over my lips to make that sheen, make that chrome even shinier. And then we sing.
I like this look, y'all. I'm really feeling this look. I will go out with this lip and some sunglasses and kill it. This jacket is from Fashion Nova. This I think was part of their like their Matrix costume thing, and I bought the jacket. Well, I think it was. Yeah, it's a long pleather. That's the look. And I love her. I just feel so badass. Like, step up in the club. Oh no, I was about to sing. I was about to say the wrong lyric, and it was going to mention that man that's in jail now, and that's not what I meant to do. Anyway, now I'm just talking shit. I really like this. Now these glasses I bought from a site years ago and have not been able to. They don't sell them anymore, but I'm sure you could probably find these on somewhere. She might have some. I like those. These are also cheap. I think these are from somebody gave me these. I look like a cop with these. They look better elsewhere. And these I wish I could find again. I got these the same place I got these. But I'm pretty sure Amazon has some similar ones. These are cat eye, dramatic cat eye. But they have like bat eye and like the retro cat eye on Amazon if you want to buy those. But these, if you really want to be extra, look like an alien. This jacket, all the noise. That's the only thing about wearing pleather and leather. People gonna hear you before you walk through the door.